Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Crystal. In the last episode, we got here to Violet City, I believe, I'm not sure. But before I start and enter with what we're doing in this episode, I'm going to start the episode the best way I know how. And hopefully it's audible. Man, my throat's getting a bit dry though. We're going through Sprout Tower, and if there's something that will explain, basically the first half of this episode, it's going to be the process of how we're going to go through this, because it's going to be either using Leech Life until these fuckers are dead, and then once Golbit wants Confuse Ray or Supersonic, it's going to be either a combination of Leech Life and Supersonic, or Supersonic and then switching out to Totodile. That's basically all the battling is going to be for this episode. And if there isn't much, what I'm probably going to end up doing is speeding through the rest of the way up until the final fight, and I might add a bit of a graphic saying Leech Life, Confusion, switch to Totodile, repeat, maybe. But if I was going to name this anything, and I haven't chosen like an actual episode name for the first episode yet, because the first episode isn't out yet at the time of recording this. It's going to be out next week though. But if I was going to have like different special names for episodes like I am doing in GTA, this is probably going to be the Tower of Repetitiveness, and I can't remember when Zubat learns Supersonic. But yeah, after this thing I'm going to speed this up. If I don't speed this up, then comment Altis can't edit for shit. Post it down in the comments below. If I don't end up speeding up through the rest of this dungeon, because technically this can be called a dungeon, but if I do, please comment down below, great editing work, mate. Okay? This is going to be good experience, but it might get a bit harder later on as the Bellsprouts start increasing in level and the Golbat's out of Leech Life. First battle, and Golbat couldn't make it through half of it. Great work, might I add. But he's already up to level 5. A bit of switch training here. It's going to be a bit dangerous, only because our only other Pokemon is Water type, and if you do not know Pokemon types, Bellsprout is a grass type, and it's going to be super effective. You know the whole battle with our rival, or with Tsundere way back? I would say that if you're in a situation like I am, this is going to be potentially more harder or more difficult than that. And because we don't have Lapis Berries, well, I forget the name in this generation because I changed the name, we have to go back to the Pokemon Center. So from here on out, might be sped up, might not be. If it isn't, again, remember what I told you to post down in the comments. I was saying that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. And that might be in a bit. That in a bit might be a few bit too long for me. Hopefully I still have an energy drink left. Anyway, ciao. cutscene of Tsundere with the guy at top of here. Yeah, Tsundere. Yeah, Tsundere, buddy. Yes, I know someone beat you. I hope you didn't kill himself. But there's the guy we need to beat in order to progress. But before we fight him, let's go back and heal up. And there is an escape rope in the Pokeball over there, but it might just be better to walk down. And we're back, and let's skip the guy and pick up this. We made it up here. Let's fight this guy. So good of you to come up here. Bright Tower is a place of training. People and Pokemon test their bonds to build a bright future together. I'm the final test. Only you check the ties between you and your Pokemon and you. Yay. Now the previous guy we fought up here didn't have just Bellsprout, he had a Hoothoot. And this guy, like, that guy was, I guess, an assistant to this guy or something, because his team is a bit similar and is a foreshadowing to what you'll fight in here. But I think instead of a Bellsprout and a Hoothoot, I think this guy has either 2 Bellsprout and a Hoothoot, or 1 Bellsprout and 2 Hoothoot. I'm not sure. But we get to see the amazing formula that is Leech Life, Confusion, Leech Life, possible switching. And that is going to be most of this battle, unless he only has 1 Bellsprout. I'm not sure. But I believe Totodile, or I think I might end up calling him Kudosaurus Rex, if that's possible, might be close to learning a new move. Might be close, and he should be able to learn that move, or get that move now-ish. Get if this guy has a potion or not, but he could have a one. Most people here, most boss trainers might have a potion, might use potions. Hoothoot, okay. Stay in, hope to confuse this, and switch out to Totodile. I believe these have hypnosis. I believe they do. And this game is super scummy about hypnosis. Come on, Golbit, you can hit the fucking thing, can't you? Right? You can do a thing. You can do the thing we've been doing for like the past I don't know how long. But you can do that here, right? You can do it now. It's most important, right? Can you? No, you can't. You fucking can't. Finally, Jesus fucking Christ. Why doesn't it just simply say it missed? Why? Come on. Thank you! Let's choose Rage. Build up the Rage. Because if I haven't mentioned this before now, but whenever I saw that message when it didn't affect something, when I was trying to fix status on something, I for some reason took that as it was that Pokemon was immune to that, and for the longest time I used to think that normal type Pokemon were immune to poisoning, only because a certain battle that's kind of infamous for being difficult is coming up, and I was correct in saying that this guy has 2 Bellsprout. The thing is, I only thought he had 2 Hoothoots because I believe there's a Pokemon card with him standing next to a Hoothoot standing on top of another Hoothoot with a Bellsprout standing on top of the tower. Kinda wanna get Golbit to level 10, so we might not have to do any grinding for the gym battle because that is next, right after this. They might have changed it in the remake, but I'm fairly sure in this you don't have to do this tower first, you can do it after the gym battle, but you can't progress until you've done, at least until you've done both. And I believe in the remake they force you to do this first. Kind of surprised he hasn't been using the potion, but I believe at least he has 1 potion and he does use it from time to time. Or he does use it on something. And no? Okay. That was easier than I expected. And level 10. And does Golbit get a new move? No, he doesn't. Oh, no, she does not. We get a move. We get our first HM. Although I've got to say, the emulator I'm using to record this is on a website because, I mean, I do have a hard copy of the game, but I don't have any possible way to record it with it looking good. But the description it has beneath the game is kind of hilarious. Although I think the first paragraph might be what's on the back cover of the game, but I'm not sure. But for it into the gym, I'll just read the description it has. Okay, this is the first paragraph that might be from the actual back cover of the case. Just capture the 3 legendary dog Pokemons and get a chance to capture Ho-Oh and Luyan in one of the best Pokemon games in history, Pokemon Crystal. Meet up and fight with Usain and defeat him to gain Suicune's respect in this awesome Pokemon RPG game. seeing that they called it legendary dog Pokemons, I don't think this was on the back half of the game. Although who knows, it could have been. But the second paragraph, which is definitely not just no chance in hell was written by Game Freak or Nintendo. It reads as follows: Pokemon Crystal was the sixth-man games series game, and the third Pokemon game to feature Generation 2 Pokemons, along with Gold and Silver. While Pokemon Gold and Silver shows the two legendary Pokemons, Horror and Lugia respectively, Crystal features the three legendary dogs and mainly focusing on the water-type Suicune. Both Horror and Lugia can still be captured in this version, making the game superior to Gold and Silver, but they will have a higher level, and the three legendary dog Pokemon must be captured first. Yeah, I don't think these people have played Pokemon Crystal, because the final thing, the three legendary dog Pokemon must be captured first, doesn't apply. Doesn't apply anywhere. You can catch both Horror and Lugia before even attempting to catch Suicune, Raikou and Entei. You do, however, have to fight. You do however have to catch Suicune before catching Horror and Lugia. So whoever was responsible for writing this doesn't know what he's talking about whatsoever. And I like the part where he says how you can the fact that you can catch both Horror and Lugia makes the game superior to Gold and Crystal. But I haven't played Gold and Silver yet. I plan to sometime. But isn't it possible to catch Horror and Lugia in both? Right? Isn't that possible? Entering this gym. Okay, so I want to say something stupid like I did here, right? I did. I'm Faulkner, the Pokemon gym leader. People say you can clip flying type Pokemon's wing with a jolt of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. I'll show you the real power of magnificent bird Pokemon. I know, right? I've got a bird. Well, a bad bird. But a bird. And I will say this: if you caught a rock murderer earlier, or if you took part in a trade that you can do in this town, you will have rock type Pokemon which is strong against this type, or bird Pokemon. And the fucking bird is doing some fucking shit. Okay, good. Why? It's just a coincidence, right? That whenever you try and go confuse someone, confuse the Pokemon that's already confused, and then they recover from confusion the turn after, or the turn that you do that in. And yes, Falconer, also known as Bird Boy, his excellent hole was only level 9. How and why, sir? Yeah, that's rage. Maybe Falconer's possibly not a potion, but a berry. Because these cunts do have berries from time to time. And this might be the excellent hole we need. Okay. We're good. We won. We beat Bird Boy and his fucking birds. And the water gun? Yay! That was correct. Water gun would have been so useful a long time ago. Done! My dad's just bird Pokemon! Alright, take this. It's the official Pokemon League Zephyr badge. Yay! And as tradition, we not only get a gym badge for defeating the gym leader, but they give us a TM. And this TM has nothing to do with the bird Pokemon. Nothing at all. TM31 is Mud Slap, which I mean is useful. I've used it before, and I'm actually thinking of using it on the next Pokemon that we end up catching. But we'll get to that in the next episode. But we have Professor Elm. Hello, Ortiz. We discovered something about the egg. My assistant is at the Pokemon Center in Violet City. Could you talk to him? But we'll do all that fancy shit in the next episode, and let's finish off the close off the episode in the only way that we should do, and that is with song. I've been Gigalotes, so known as just Alties. We've done shit in this episode. We got a badge and a few TMs. See you guys next time when we do shit and more shit. Maybe get another badge. Maybe we'll have a friend. Maybe I won't be a loner. Maybe I don't fucking know. We'll have to see in the next episode. Peace and pineapples, my friends. What the fuck?